Evan Sawatsky is a 21-year-old student in a joint program between Niagara College and Brock University. He recently captured a provincial gold medal and a national silver in 3D digital game art at skills competitions. Evan and his Niagara College professor, Kevin Gordon, are here with us. And Evan, beginning with you, congratulations.
Thank you.
Big accomplishment.
Yeah, definitely spotlight at the national level, and big achievement for me anyways.
Behind us we have an image of you capturing the gold at the Ontario skills competition. Where was that held?
That was held in Toronto at the conference center they have near the airport. It was a huge event. You know, Skills Ontario puts on a really good show for our local, competitors. And
that qualified you to go on to Winnipeg for the Nationals.
That's correct.
How intimidated were you to get there?
Very intimidating anyways. You know, there's so many competitors and so many skilled students that I knew that I would be going up against, you know, and especially, you know, national level. There are very important people seeing that and helping along the way.
Kevin, part of your job as a professor is to sort of choose the students that you're going to take.
Yeah.
And also prepare them for these skills competitions. How much time do you put into preparing someone like Evan for this?
I mean, we've known each other for a number of years through first and second year anyway, so there's kind of mentoring that goes along the way through the teaching. But through this competition, we do have an internal competition. We have some students that will compete in it, and then we'll choose through that who we push forward to the Skills Ontario. So once we know who wins that, then we spend more time and we set up some chat channels and we talk back and forth, and we go through, oh gosh, hours of just sitting with and talking with different things that they can improve on and things that where they missed maybe in the internal competition. And so, but a lot of it is the student. The student carries it across the finish line anyways. So,
Evan, what was the difference between the tasks that you had to do at the Ontario Championships versus the Nationals?
The actual entire structure of my specific competition was organized differently. So at Ontario, they would give me a piece of concept art, and from start to finish, I would have to create a character, a 3D digital character based on that art. Technical steps along the way, and then posing it, you know, adding color to the model. Whereas at the national competition, this is the first year that they did this, they chose to set it up in 6 separate modules. So easier for the judges to tell, you know, how a competitor is with very specific skills rather than a mistake they made at the beginning carrying through the whole way.
So you're telling me that each of these 6 modules is completely separate from the previous one that you do?
The last module, you know, you combine everything, so that's the only part where they kind of intersect. But for the most part, yeah. So, you know, if I'm not as strong in one section, I can make up for it in another.
Your actual focus is in making that 3D art. That's what your love is.
That's correct.
In game development here, in game design. So how did you ready yourself for some of the more technical aspects that may not have been in your wheelhouse so much?
Practice. I mean, I knew kind of what they would be looking for, and some competitions at the skills competitions are given a scope ahead of time. So I did have some basic information on what they were going to be looking for, and you know, going over some previous projects of my own and experimenting, just practicing before I went.
Kevin, you couldn't go to Winnipeg with Evan. Was there a live stream that you could focus in on and watch some of?
I definitely tracked it throughout the day, and I had communication with some of our other profs that went on that trip. So yeah, had my ear to the tracks on what was going on each day. And plus we did have chats set up where I could communicate each evening or whatever to just see kind of how things were tracking. So.
As a professor from Niagara College, this is a big feather in your cap, this silver medal. I mean, you know, the other schools, we expect other schools like Sheridan, and I'm going to say Sheridan, you graduated from Sheridan. They're known for their animation program. So this is a big step in chipping away at some of that reputation and taking some of it.
Yeah, it definitely is. And it shows that, you know, students that are local in our area, there's a lot of great talent in the Niagara region, and even just, you know, outside of the Niagara region. But you know, our program is really focused at mentoring students as well as we can and building good relationships with the students. So yeah, it is a big feather. And there's other competitions that they've gone into over the last years too, like Level Up and other things too, where they've done really successful. So we're really proud at kind of how we've worked with the students to get their skills brought along.
Tell me about this program, this joint program between Niagara and Brock.
The joint program is Evan is in the Bachelor of the BA of Game Design, and that is where they have a 4-year program there, and 3 of the years they do a lot of practical design and art at Niagara College. So they have distinct days that they will come to Niagara College only, so it's not like a scheduling mayhem or anything like that. And we focus on practical stuff at the college, and then their 4th year they go to Brock exclusively, and we don't really see them much after that. So in comparison to with our native program, we have where we teach art, design, and programming. The joint program is more focused on game programming or game design / art.
So that makes you, Evan, really a specialist in game design.
Yeah, and there's so many different facets that fall under that, but art and design are where my passion is.
Looking forward to next year at Brock, it's going to be a little bit different than your previous 3 years.
Definitely looking forward to it. I'll have a lot of more opportunities to work with my classmates and make projects and expand on the skills that I've been taught through the Niagara College practical classes. But yeah, no, really looking forward to it.
Well, you have a bright future in game art, I'm sure, and Kevin, I'm sure you would agree with that. Gentlemen, congratulations on the success, and thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mike. Thanks.